Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Coreboy back at it again today with a new video. We're playing some MCC. Well, right now we're on Halo 2. I'm not a big fan of this map for SWAT, but hey, I guess we're playing it, aren't we? It's just part of the fucking deal. Got him. Got this fella. Oh, we're already doing decently. Okay, we've got 3 kills on the board so far. But today we have a bit of a topic, a big topic, something I've been talking about here and there. And that is a video about anti-cheats and kind of my opinions on them. Of course, I want to hear your alls as well, how we are feeling about the new Halo Infinite anti-cheat, which is the same anti-cheat that runs on this game, which is easy. It's kind of the baseline anti-cheat that I notice most companies run, and it's ran on most Xbox games, like Dead by Daylight, which I'm not saying it's solely an Xbox game, but it's like what most games with, if you're playing it via like the Xbox app, it's typically what they are running, is easy anti-cheat. Personally, I know a lot of people have issues with it. I understand a lot of the concerns with anti-cheats and things of that nature, but we're going to be diving into that and kind of understanding a bit of both arguments, but I also get the point of anti-cheats and what they are there to combat and why they are there. It's a lot of stuff to dive into because they're such a robust thing now. They're something that seemingly every game has at this point, just because one, it does eliminate cheaters, which becomes such a big thing over the last couple of years. And personally, I will say it's a bit of a weird thing. I understand why people get so mad to a degree at content creators whenever they exist or when they see them in a lobby, because there is a stigma that a lot of content creators end up cheating because it's been called out and caught so many times. And I think a lot of it comes to do with like people just wanting to monetize gaming and make money from doing this as a full-time thing. Of course, that doesn't make it good. That actually makes it really bad because it does put like a bit of a hit out in a sense on content creators, people who just play games for fun and want to make content on it like I do. I am just here to have fun, play games, and kind of talk about shit when it comes to gaming, the gaming world, and what's going on, or just play Halo, which is one of my favorite series ever, and the game that I'm currently grinding out super fucking heavily. So yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to dive into. There's a lot going on with it in it. So if you guys don't know what an anti-cheat is, it's basically something that will attach to a game file or anything of that nature. Some of them are kernel level, like easy anti-cheat is, and it kind of just monitors you while you are playing the game to make sure there's no like cheating files popping up, things like aimbot, walls, etc. Of course, they can be bypassed, and we've seen it time and time again with a lot of them being bypassed, and there are some that work very, very well, and I will say this, I will give 100% commending like notes to COD and their Ricochet anti-cheat. It's very good. It works very well from what I can see from other people that play the game. It seems like as soon as somebody is cheating, they kind of get penalized very quickly, and there's an easy way to kind of point it out of like you not being able to see somebody or your bullets do no damage, whatever it may be. They have a very unique way of going about it where it's just kind of, it lets people call themselves out. There was a clip that went viral a couple weeks ago on Twitter of a guy playing. He's like, I can't fucking see enemies anymore, and everybody was like, dog, you just called yourself out. Like that's what Ricochet does to kind of fuck with cheaters, which is, it's kind of a cool way to do it. It lets people like bully themselves, and it's awesome. I love that kind of shit of like, yeah, dog, just make these people fucking bully themselves on the internet in front of thousands of people so everyone can make fun of them and hopefully kind of negate it and make sure that, hey, this is not something like you shouldn't be doing this, dog. This is how you ruin games. And it is. Cheaters inherently ruin games, and it makes games damn near unplayable. I know a lot of people run into them over on MCC depending on the mode they're playing, and a lot of people say it's mostly when you're playing like ranked at a high level that it becomes a big issue. Luckily for me, well, I'm a SWAT player, I don't run into that a lot. There's definitely been some moments where I'm like, oh boy, that was fishy. And I've had times, a couple weeks ago on a stream whenever I was playing, I ended up actually getting hit off. We kind of rolled the team, and well, after that, I ended up getting stuck in a loop of getting kicked off. Luckily, I was able to restart my game and everything, and it seemingly fixed the issue and made it not a thing anymore. But that's not always the case. I know there's been a lot of people who have been doing like grassroots tournaments and stuff like that that get constantly put into these loops of being hit off to a point to where they can't even host the tournament anymore or host the community nights they are looking to hold with their, viewers or fans, whatever. Which is really unfortunate because I don't like seeing that shit. I, like whenever people hold those like grassroots things for the community to get together and play the games that they love. To me, that is something that helps keeps games alive, especially games that are old and people don't play as much or they're not really well moderated. It allows people just to play together and have a good time. And personally, that's what I love seeing. Like, to me, that is That is a huge fundamental thing in gaming. And a lot of that comes from, like, what I do in, like, the music scene. I think a lot of those, like, grassroots things are big and things that keep things alive. So there's definitely a bit of a connection with me there, because I'm like, shit, that's how we keep, like, certain things in music alive, is we hold, you know, fests and events and stuff like that for people to, you know, come play or whatever it may be. Goddamn, I could not hit my shot on that guy. I still did pretty decent that game. That was first game on. But yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to anti-cheats, though, because I totally get why people don't want to play games that have anti-cheats, because it seemingly monitors everything. Now, at least with Easy, in my case, I haven't noticed it monitoring anything unless I have that game open, which to me is kind of like, okay, well, it's not looking at shit whenever I don't have a game open, so I haven't experienced that personally. But then on the other hand, you have like Vanguard, which is what Valorant uses through the Riot launcher and through any Riot game, really. And that one I do have some issues with, of it watching me while I wasn't even playing games. There are times where I wouldn't have anything open, and then I would be like, what the fuck is going on here? And then it would just be watching what I was doing, and I was like, I don't like that. That's invasion of my own privacy to my own things. But at the same time, like, if you don't have an issue with that, then, I mean, keep playing the games that you want to play. That means if it doesn't bother you, continue doing your thing. Continue having fun. I don't care what the fuck you play, how the fuck you play it, unless you are cheating. Then you're just an annoying asshole, and I don't like you. But if you're just like, I don't care, I don't really have anything on my computer that is worth being confidential, which I don't either. I don't have much shit on here other than my games, the videos I record, and podcast episodes. So I can totally get both sides of the argument when people are like, oh, no, I use this to, like, store all of my things. So I can get both reasons of people are like, yeah, no, I don't want to play this game because of that. And personally, I don't want to, because it just feels a little weird if it's watching me while I'm not playing a game. But I think anti-cheats are good in nature because it's supposed to negate hacking, and it's kind of supposed to be like, no, we are trying to target this and take this out. And there's ones that do it very, very well, and ones that don't do it so well. Like, it really depends on the anti-cheat in the game. I know COD for a long while there was having a massive cheater issue, especially during the Warzone 1 days. It was absolutely insane and, to a degree, unbearable, of people cheating in tournaments and things of that nature. Like, it's always been an issue, but it seems like now, with how competitive games have got, it's become more of an issue, which kind of leads me into, like, the whole debate I was talking about a couple days ago, or I didn't even upload that video, but that games being too competitive has led to a lot of, like, really weird things, and, like, a lot of weird, like, toxic elements of gaming, where cheating has become very big, and just, like, the overall, like, gaming scene has seemingly become pretty fucking toxic over the last couple of years due to those things. Of course, I'm not gonna, you know, point fingers at him, but it does seem like since Battle Royales became, like, the big thing that everybody loved, it really became an issue then. But, like, overall, like, toxicity in gaming has always been a thing. It's really dependent on the community. I mean, I'm looking at COD and I'm like, holy shit, how do you all deal with this every day? Like, how do you wake up this mad on a daily basis and go, yeah, I still want to play this game? Because, like, dog, if it's making me that fucking mad where I need to be that hateful daily, no, I'm just not playing it. Like, that's just how I feel. I'm like, I don't want to play that anymore. I'm tired of being mad. Like, why would I want that? Like, yeah, I'm a pretty angry little fella, I guess, but, like, goddamn, every single waking moment of the day you're mad because your favorite game is not that great. I mean, shit, man, if don't come play Halo, please, because, God, if you're mad about the lack of content in COD, you might hate Halo quite a fucking bit, because, well, one, the game isn't super sufficient on a bunch of content being added at all fucking times and being super moderated in that way. I mean, it is in its own way, but it's not up to, like, that degree, in my opinion. It doesn't seem to be, like, that huge of a thing. Whereas COD, it's like, no, everything, we must always have bundles, we must always have new battle pass, we must always have 3 new maps, which kind of lackluster, honestly. And that's kind of one thing that drove me away from COD, is I was like, goddamn, multiplayer isn't really focused on anymore. Like, why the fuck should I want to even play it? Because I'm a multiplayer guy. I'm not a BR guy. There's very few BRs that I enjoy playing. And, you know, I'm gonna hold it up to, my own fucking proudness. I love Fortnite. Fortnite's fun as hell. I don't care what anyone says. It's a good game. That's a pretty good, damn good shot right there. I was actually kind of popping there for a second. That was beautiful. But yeah, I just want to know, what is your all's opinions on anti-cheats? Do you think they are harmful? Do you think it depends on your own opinion and what you care about and what you do not care about? Overall, how do you all feel about it? For me personally, it really depends on how it works, or how it monitors your system at a base, you know, level. Like, what is it watching over? What is it checking for? And of course, if I was to ever notice anything weird with, like, Easy, I probably wouldn't play those games anymore. But really, I've never noticed anything that's like super fishy and like, why the fuck are you watching me now? So like I said, I haven't had that issue with Easy. I haven't noticed it. If there's anyone that hasn't, I've seen a lot of people say that they have, and it may depend on the game and how that game uses uses Easy and how they end up monetizing it. It may all come down to that. It may come down to how the actual company runs it. I'm not a fucking tech nerd when it comes to that kind of shit. I don't know all of the ins and outs of it. I just know kind of like what I've looked at and what I've noticed from people talking about it. And yeah, I just want to know other people's opinions. Like, how do you all feel about it? Like, what do you guys think is the best route to go to mitigate cheaters? And before some of you dummies come in here and say, well, if PC gaming wasn't fucking big, if you all would just hop off of there, we wouldn't have this issue. Brother, it's been an issue for fucking over 20 years. Cheating has always been a thing, okay? It's not just PC players that cheat. In fact, I would say I've run into more people cheating on console than I do on PC. Because people get mad at PC players and are like, well, I gotta step up my game, so I gotta fucking throw in some cheats to compete with them. And it's like, well, okay, I guess. I mean, just get good at the game. Like, the amount of times that I've ran into players that are absolute dog butt at the game, and I still like win the fucking game and they're still using cheats is kind of insane, and it's hilarious in its own right. I did a whole video on it not too long ago where I ran into a cheater in Infinite and we still rolled their team to a degree. Won the game too. That was the crazy. We still fucking won, and they couldn't even like pick up and get a 3-0 win. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with you? How do you not manage to pull that off? But yeah, I want to know, what is your all's opinions on anti-cheats? How do you all feel about them? Where do you think they should, like, how do you think they should be monetized? What do you think they should watch for? How deep do you think they should go into your system? And also, what do you guys think about the anti-cheat over on Halo Infinite now coming over? Instead of having Arbiter, we now, of course, have easy anti-cheating. I want to know people's more opinions on that, because I don't see a lot of talk. I see, like, a lot of negative talk about it. I see a lot of positive talk about it. So yeah, I want to know everybody's full experiences with anti-cheats and how they feel about them, how they, you know, think that they're going to affect the games that they play, and overall just like that kind of stuff. So let me know down below. I would love to know. I would love to talk about it and see overall just how everyone is feeling, because there's a lot that comes to it, to be honest with y'all. There's definitely some stuff that is weird with anti-cheats, but overall, like I said, I don't personally hate them. I don't have like a fucking like a target out for them. I always do check my stuff though and make sure that it's not like looking too far into things, because I do care about that. I do care about a certain level of privacy when it comes to like what is being ran on my computer. Also, goddamn, are we just playing Halo 2? I have Halo 2 Anniversary, and 3 selected, and it seems like we are only playing 2 today, which I'm not mad about. I'm not the biggest fan of this map, personally. It's a little bit not it for me, but I don't hate it. This map, though, is fucking crazy. The fact that it's just, like, a circle is crazy, and the spawns are insane on it. But we're gonna play off this last game, and then we're gonna head out for the day. Of course, we will be streaming tonight. I kind of planned on starting on MCC and then kind of working our way over to Infinite later in the night. I just haven't made a 100% decision yet if that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, we're also going to be streaming a lot this week because I'm really not that busy this week. I'm not doing a lot from what I know. I know I might be going to a show on Tuesday, so there may not be a stream on Tuesday. But, I mean, overall, I'm not going to be that busy. We're going to be doing some long-ass streams. I got a really fun video, hopefully coming out this week, from a game that we've been playing through and we kind of beat yesterday. It's called Lightyear Frontier. It's like a little farming game. It's super fun, just super chill to play with the friends, and it's led to a lot of funny shit. So yeah, we may have a video out for that this week, which is going to be completely different from what my normal content is, but I think it would just be fun. I like kind of being able to upload fun little videos that I've done with like my friends and shit. It's not really going to be like a playthrough thing. It's going to be like mostly like clips and shit and just funny moments, and honestly, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it, because there was a lot of funny shit that happened while we were playing it, and we still are playing it. We're waiting for more updates to come out for the game to kind of expand upon the world, and we're really excited to play it, because the game, honestly, is just really, it's just fun. Okay, listen, I like a chill little game that I can just goof off with my friends on. That, to me, that is exactly one thing that I look for at all times with, like, gaming, is games that I can just play with friends and have a good time. Which kind of makes me love multiplayer games and makes me love games like Halo and shit, because, well, it's what formed a lot of my friendships, was that. Also, why are we all just sitting up in that one area? You know, we can all move a little bit around the map. Hope y'all understand that. Oh, they're sitting over there. God, these spawns or something. I'm bringing that mid tower, maybe try to hit something, and we'll see what the fuck goes on. And, maybe, oh. Okay, I see him. Oh, pop. Damn it, dude. I'm trying to get this fucker out of that little area. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. Let's see. God, it's also weird remembering how weird visibility was in these games because it wasn't, you know, to the degree of what we have it now. Like, I feel like Infinite has, like, the perfect amount of visibility. Like, of course, the highlights and stuff, it really helps a lot. But, like, dude, Halo is always, like, a harder game to see on and be able to, like, pinpoint enemies. So, like, I think that really did help a lot with the visibility in the game and made multiplayer play a lot more aggressively, which I do like, personally. That's one of my favorite things about Infinite is how aggressive that game is when it comes to you playing it. I feel like a lot of the older Halos play super slow, and I don't hate it. It's like that charm about these old Halo games was like how they played, and like how they were kind of a little bit slow, a little bit dumbed down, and not super aggressive like games like Call of Duty, for example. But to me, it's like I'm now so used to Infinite sometimes that it's like super hard to get back into these games and play them effectively because I'm like, God damn, I'm not used to being this fucking slow at all times. But like I said, it's like that charm about the game. Oh, wait, everybody else left. That poor fella. Holy shit, we ran off the team. We fucking ran him off into nothingness. Poor guys. Rest in peace. That makes me feel bad, dude. I hate when that happens. That sucks. That definitely is not a good time for them. Oh, boy. Where's he spawning at? Oh, okay. Well, looks like he's over here somewhere. We gotta find him, boys. We're gonna find this little fucker. Oh, he's over here. He's shooting. Where the fuck is he at? Oh, okay, somebody killed him. Okay, well, shit. I was like, where the fuck could this guy be? Alright, well, that happened. This poor dude has like one person on every fucking angle possible. So he just spawns into death. Alright. Where did he go? Oh, he was somewhere behind me. Oh, he was probably one of the little corners, little nooks in the wall. That little fella. Why'd he do that to me? That was just unfortunate. That was just kind of rude, low-key. Alright, where at? Okay, he's up there. What the fuck? No. Bad. I thought I seen him run up there. No. Bad. You know, I don't know what it is, but something about this game and, like, its sound design, which I think is, like, one thing a lot of games miss out on, like, now, is how detrimental sound design is. But these games have, like, this, like, ambient sound to them that is just so fucking... It's so cool. Like, I love it. I can't help but love it. It's, like, just such a unique thing to games from these times of, like, having these unique sound designs that really just fucking... It just hits the heart, you know? It's one of those things that, like, you hear it and I'm like, oh, man. I miss when games have those, like, little ambient sounds on maps. And some games definitely do, like, have that still. And I think it's such a huge thing to whenever you get those, like, little slow moments where it keeps you on edge. You're, like, a little bit, like, weirded out by, like, why the fuck are these noises happening? But to me, I love it. To me, it's just a huge part of these old games is, like, the little ambience to them. Big thing in, like, Halo Combat Evolved, for example, was that. Like, how the world was very ambient and dark, but how the lighting kind of like made it very liminal and like eerie to a degree. I think that was just like a really cool thing about those games from like this time. And I love it. But other than that, guys, we finished up our game. That was a little bit of a slow one, but we're gonna hop out of here for today. I love you all. I will catch you all at stream tonight if you decide to stop by. Of course, it's always linked down below, so you can come chill out. You can hang out with us, talk Halo. You can talk other games. You can watch me say stupid shit with my friends. Other than that, though, I love you all. Of course, like I said earlier, leave your opinions on anti-cheats down below. And, yeah. Later, dudes.